Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toffee Bluecast. Hope you're all doing well. People coming in on X. We're over on X. We go live on X. Also live on YouTube. Get the comments in. We've got a cracking show coming up. First of all, just wanted to give a shout out. We are a football channel that always covers the Everton games because me and Paul, obviously Everton fans. But we have a sideshow of Happy Half Hour, which is just having a laugh, which anybody could enjoy. That's away from the football. We do that every Tuesday at 9. And then we also have been putting the shorts out, and I've been doing some dad-daughter shorts because my daughter's got me on the TikTok videos and the short videos, and we have a little bit of fun with them, and we wanted to put some good energy out, and we've been dropping the shorts, and there's been quite a lot of likes, views, and support on the shorts, and there's been really nice comments saying we'll support you, we'll support this channel. And we just want to give you a shout out on the shorts, basically. You don't have to watch the football shows if you're not into football, but we will keep the shorts coming for you because you're saying you like them. We'll keep doing them. We'll keep putting the shorts out, and we will be having fun with the shorts. Of course, we will. Paul, we are going to talk Everton now. How are we doing? You all right?
Not too bad. I'm excited to get back to it, and then it's going to be bloody international break again. Yeah. So I'm going to make the most of it really tomorrow. Hopefully, we come back with some points. Be nice.
Yeah, it's a bit of a. Don't know how I feel about Everton at the minute, and let us know in the comments how you feel about Everton. We'll have a little talk before about the game, and then we'll do our lineup predictions, and we finish with score predictions. We have got Eugene in the house. Make sure you all hit those likes nice and early so we can put the stream gets plenty of people on in the comments. Danny Ellis is in the building. We are probably going to drop that video at the end. Me and Paul was just talking about how could you with the unicorn. What's happened to the unicorn? If you haven't watched the short, probably quickly watch it and come back on live. Lulu in the house. Hiya in the house, cracking. And Emma just says he blames Danny for get beat. So do get the comments in. We do like to interact with you in the comments. We don't leave you out and want you to get involved during the show. But yeah, Paul, I mean, if you were to go back to our last stream, match reaction, we wasn't a happy pair, was we? We wasn't a happy pair, and I don't think anybody was in the comments. To people in the comments, how do you feel now? I mean, we was all fuming after the game. Is it still there? Let us know in the comments. How do you feel going into this game?
Fumes calmed a little bit, but just because of time. I think everyone's still pissed off about losing against Southampton, who we should be beating. And, I do, looking back, it was a bit of, we were close, if Beto's header, if this, that, and the other, we almost sucker punched ourselves by the same old story, not taking chances when we actually had them. I know that keeper made a couple of good saves, but just frustration again. I just hope that we can come back to winning ways, not just drawing. And I know it's probably unlikely away at West Ham, but it's always inconsistent, us and West Ham. It's them winning, then it's us, then it's them, then it's us, and it's our turn this time to win if that continues. So we just need a win. We just want to be more positive, and Christ almighty, let's score some goals and let our strikers actually score some goals. That'd be nice.
Yeah, we need a lift. I do feel still down, and you mentioned it. Dyche in his press conference was saying he was actually happy with the Southampton game, and I thought to myself, I don't know how he was happy with that. We should have won, he said, but I don't know how we should have won if you're just going to give up possession and not attack that much. Don't think you've got the right to say you should have won if you wasn't all over Southampton. And I don't think we was all over Southampton, Paul. I really don't. I mean, we just gave up possession. They had more possession than us. I don't know the possession overall, but it felt like they had more possession than us. And I just felt like we let Southampton do a lot more than what we should have that game.
I think our general thing, our general moan each week is that why don't we come out at the beginning and try and win the game? Why are we waiting until the last 20, 15 minutes or whatever? Why aren't we trying to do that in the first 20 minutes and grab a hold of the game and get control of it instead of sitting back arguably far too much, and not trying to get it sorted before half time, because the chances have been there again, but we're just not put it in the frigging net sometimes. Just at both ends, it's been pretty shocking. I just want us to have a strong start to the game, and for it to be fruitful as well, and not sort of just lounge around and not really make the most of what we do have, because we have got arguably some decent players who can put the ball in the net and actually stop the ball going in our own net if we actually play them.
That's exactly the comments are. We'll keep chucking your comments on the screen. Great show. Dice explain things, and Dice just keep going on about the XG. Lulu then goes on to say what the we know what the F means. Danimal, the Danimal. It's a good name. The unicorn just tossed away. It just needed bleach. Well, I know. Maybe I've got Ali on the way. Another baby on the way. Maybe Eiley might have a unicorn. Who knows? Maybe there'll be one come back on the scene in a couple of years. Yeah, I completely agree with you, Paul. And it's doing my head in because, like you just said, that's how I feel as an Everton fan. And let us know in the comments. I feel like I do like a few of our players now, but Dyche is killing these players with his tactics. Like I do feel we've got a couple of players that could take it to the opposition, a couple of players that could be dangerous, could be scary. And I feel like I didn't like any players. Now I actually like a few, but Dyche is killing these players with his defensive tactics. And all we're doing is defending first and probably draining these players from their attacking abilities. I don't know whether you agree. I mean, you've got Njai, who I would love to see him in the 10. I'd love to see him up more with a free roaming role to just attack and get us up the pitch. But instead, he's grafting on the left. Probably that's why he's pulling up injured more quicker than what he probably should be.
Yeah, there was lots of shouts off people from this week, really, in terms of things that could be changed. There's one or two paper articles as well. Branthwaite starting is a easy one to work out, and Jai in the 10 was another one. I guess we won't know whether he's going to be as effective as he is from the left hand side. We've just got to give it a chance. And the other one was to play Beto instead of DCL. DCL, who's got a half a decent record against West Ham as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what Dyche actually does, if he does any of that whatsoever.
Oh yeah, it was good because Julia did mention in the press, when I listened to the press, did catch the press this time, and Julia did ask the questions that you want to be asked, but she did say, what has Beto got to do to play, and why has Calvert-Lewin been given more of a chance, basically, in the best way that she could say it. And Dyche just kind of goes around the question without answering the question, which is quite frustrating, but it is what it is. All you can do is ask the questions, but often Dyche is just going to sidetrack around the answers, and then you don't get the answers anyway. So I just find the press frustrating, but I had to give it a listen to
Always
make sure
the
it's
case.
with the show.
Always.
You've got a bit of them, Paul, you can chuck on the screen to show the opposition. We haven't got an opposition fan on. I looked for the guy that we had on last time, but for some reason he's not on the social media stuff that we had him on last time, so couldn't track him down. But we can have a look at West Ham anyway. Sure, Statman Paul, what's going on.
Have you got that one? Have you got West Ham? Or is that me?
I haven't got West Ham.
Okay. Well, let me put West Ham together then. So this was their last game. I mean, last game they got friggin' hammered. So,
And I was surprised. I had to ask you if that was a real. When was that? Couldn't believe it. I had to look twice.
True enough.
I mean, Wood is on fire, isn't he? Wood is on fire, but surely you shouldn't be letting him. That's a good one, isn't it? Wood is on fire. I didn't even mean that either.
Well, they had Fabianski in last time. I'm surprised Fabianski's still sort of.
I was just going to say, you're not going to on flash just to get up the last pot?
Oh, their last one? Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah,
could do that.
Just put the last one. Just put their last thing on flash, just to give us an idea of what we're going up against. We won't take long on them because the Everton one, well, it's going to be interesting on the lineups. Everybody get your lineups ready. We do want your lineups to be in the comments, so make sure you have your lineup ready. And we'll look at your lineups, what you want for this game. We'll give our lineup, and then we'll finish the show with score predictions. 3-0. You wouldn't believe that, would you? Man United, who ain't playing well either, 2-1. Some mad results there,
Just
aren't they,
bear
on
with me
them?
because I've got other ones now as well.
I do know Kudus is out. If anyone
Oh,
wants to let us know anything else in the comments, I do know Kudus is out. Gary Wilson is in the house as well. How you doing, Gary? You right? Pause. He's here.
so here we go. Come on. Where have we gone?
Lineups there, look, near stats, right of stats.
Oh, here we go. Say again. Oh,
When you was on that, then it said lineups near stats, whatever it was on. Shows Wood's playing well when he's on the picture, doesn't it?
yeah.
Keep your comments coming in, people. Pause is in the house. If you click on the match part there, where you run report, click on the match part, and it'll probably come up with the lineups and the where it's red says report.
Oh yeah.
Click on the match part, and I think it comes up with lineups.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
Been
like a teacher.
Been a long week. Here we go. So this was their side. This is the side that they had against Forest. So Fabianski, Kilman, Tadibo, Mavropanos. They've got Wan-Bissaka right back. I'm not sure how he's been doing actually, but you'd expect him to sort of roam a little bit and get forward. Emerson and Alvarez, although Alvarez won't be playing because he got sent off. Rodriguez in the centre. Forward wise, I mean they brought on Antonio,
yeah,
as well. He came on for Somerville. He had a couple of others as well, but that's an odd kind of starting forward line, and it's really Somerville on the left, Paqueta, and then Bowen. I mean, I'd be quite happy if they did that against us, to be honest.
Yeah, But saying that, we do struggle with those players, those type of players that sit deep. I mean, if they had a big centre forward that they did put up, I'd probably fancy us to mark the big centre forward, especially if it was Antonio. Because sometimes we struggle when they don't actually play a striker. You can't actually track those players, and I'd probably rather them play a big centre forward and Tarkowski just mark him, or whoever's playing centre back for us just mark him out the game. I mean, when they play that, for me, when you haven't actually got a striker, sometimes it can give you an extra player pool. Do you know what I mean? Like where you could have had the striker marked and out the game, them not actually playing with a striker. If they play it right, they obviously haven't played it right this game, but they are good attacking players. Somerville, I forgot they had. I mean, I was happy Kudus is out, but Somerville, I forgot they had. But he was fantastic when we had the Leeds fan on our channel. He couldn't rate Somerville enough, but he's not been that good for West Ham, has he? So he hasn't settled in at all for West Ham at the minute.
No, doesn't seem like it. I mean, they were substituted players. Sort of go down to people that they had on the bench starting off. They had Antonio.
They've got the big striker as well, the Nigerian, Awanji or whatever his name is, Awani. He come on.
But they brought Solar on as well.
A lot of players.
Yeah, I mean, Souček's always a massive player for them. If he doesn't play, then I'd be well pleased with that, to be honest. Because I think he's one of their best players. But that's what they've got. What are you worried about the most?
Probably Bowen is someone. Bowen's someone that always scares me because he does jump on the score sheet. Bowen's someone. If he's on it, he could score 2 for. He could score a brace against us. I think he did that time when we played him once. He scored against us and he ripped us to pieces. So I think if you can keep Bowen quiet, I could happily handle all of that. I'm not that scared of it, but they've got some good players on the bench, some good strike. One thing I will say though is they've got a really good team. They've got a lot of class, haven't they? Paqueta, we all know him. big name. Paqueta, Bowen, big name. Somerville, like I say, he's got talent, but haven't proved it. But that scares me. Is it going to be his game? So they are decent. They've spent a lot of money, haven't they, Paul? There.
They are decent, but they're not happy. They're not happy at the moment. They're certainly not happy at the moment. I mean, they're 2 points above us. And if I sort of go on to where they are in their games, just hang on a second. Let me just show you this. Here we go. So
Emma says she's got Bowen in a fantasy team. Doesn't say is it out. I'm not sure of it. I haven't listened to their press to find out, but it's saying Bowen has got a hip injury.
I mean,
they're very happy if he has.
Yeah, their last 5 games have been a complete mismatch. You know, sort of just inconsistent. Hammered against Forest, beat United, hammered against Spurs, hammered Ipswich, draw against Brentford. I don't even think West Ham fans know which team's going to turn up, to be fair. So the way they're going, we could be in for a hammering. But on the other side of it, if we just go down to our head-to-head games, they won, we won, they won, we won, they won. So if that stays the same, then we're coming back with 3 points.
Statman is telling us that it's a sign. It is a sign that it's just going to continue, and I hope it does. I'd like to think if we did beat them, it would end and it'd just go we win, we win, we win, we win, and it doesn't go then win after, and we actually beat them twice this season. But
we hope so.
Yeah, I'm game for that.
I mean, we're as inconsistent as they are. It was just that in the last 5 games before Southampton, we managed to draw instead of losing. You know, a couple of good wins, Palace and Ipswich, but they're all tight for us, aren't they? West Ham can
a lot of talk.
You can hammer 4-1 and then lose 3-0 themselves the week after. So it is almost a bit of a coin toss to be a coin toss to see who's going to get it.
There's a lot of talk that the manager could get sacked if he don't win this game. So West Ham are going to be really eager to win this game, and the manager even more so eager to win it to keep his job, because I'm pretty sure he really wants to be West Ham manager at the minute with the money that they're giving him and the new stadium and stuff. It's a good opportunity for that West Ham manager. So I think West Ham are going to be all guns blazing this game, and they are going to do everything they can to beat us, and we've got to be ready for a good West Ham. Should we get our lineup? Should we go into our lineup, Paul?
Let's do our lineup, and then when we've had a little think about ours, people drop yours. I can see 1 or 2 people have already started doing it.
Get your lineups in, people.
So let's see. Let me just get this up. Here we go.
Get your lineups in, people. I know it's a mission, but we want to see your lineups. What do you think? Right then, Paul, let's do this. Jordan Pickford in goals or Neville Southall? Which one are you going for?
I'd have both. Because we could do with both.
Need them. Well, it's funny you said that, because there was actually a video of both Pickfords in the same video, because we have 2 Pickfords who've got a Pickford in the under-21s and a Jordan Pickford, and they was both training in the same video. So I want to ask the question, because they've got the same name, can we play with 2 Pickfords in goal?
Maybe we can.
Still one Pickford.
I loved, when the young Pickford started playing, I did love the fume from people saying, "Why is Pickford in goal playing for the under-23s?" Good lad.
Did trick
right. Now. From the press conference, injury-wise, we're not looking too bad, are we? Are we?
No.
Coleman's gone to the has been called up by Ireland. So potential that he could be available for us tomorrow.
Didn't they say
Maybe?
Coleman's not fit though?
Oh, he's not fit.
I thought they
Right.
said.
Okay. He's been
I thought
called
they
up to
said
the squad though, isn't he?
he got called up to the squad, but then Dyche said he's carrying an injury, so I don't think he's had a setback. Coleman
Right.
has, so Coleman's not going to be available. As usual on everything else. As usual, I did see rumours of someone saying Calvert-Lewin was in none of the training pictures, and they could only see Beto in the video. And they said they couldn't see Calvert. Don't take my word for it because it's just rumours. I don't know how true it is. I mean, see what's in videos and pictures on social media doesn't mean that it is what's at the actual game training. Sorry, I'm not sure. So Calvert-Lewin's got to be in. If anyone knows anything about Calvert-Lewin, let us know. But I think we've got everyone available. James Garner's not available, obviously.
Patterson,
Shamiti,
Miss
Brozier,
Patterson
Patterson's available, but Dyche just isn't.
doesn't
See,
fancy him.
this is what does my head, isn't it? Because every time, this is what sums up that you should not be happy with Sean Dyche at the minute. Because every time we go to do our lineup, it just depresses you straight away because you're fighting against Sean Dyche. Straight away, you've got him in your head more than what you should have about just thinking of what lineup. I don't know whether you've seen, I put a lineup with a different formation with 3-5-1-2 with wing backs on X. And it got about 200 likes. And a lot of people said, the response from it was, because I played Beto and Calvert-Lewin up front with Njai in the 10. And then I did Young and Mikalenko wing-backs. And I did O'Brien, Tarkowski and Branthwaite centre-backs because you've got the speed there to play the back three. I didn't put Michael Keane in. And a lot of people said, I like it. I really do like it. But they said they know Sean Dyche isn't going to play it. You know Sean Dyche isn't going to play that. And it's just frustrating that you've got a manager that hasn't got the tactical ability to be able to do anything. Do you feel that? Like, we could do other things and do a lot more, but I don't know whether Sean Dyche's tactical know-how can get us to do that.
Well, he's got his way of playing. All managers are different. You know, we're not going to say Carlo came back. They say never go back. Say Carlo came back. We wouldn't be lobbing the ball. We won't be lobbing the ball from Pickford 70 yards onto DCL's head for someone to try and run onto it. That's not Ancelotti's way of playing. It's same as if, when we had Frank wanted to pass the ball to death round the back, and then we ended up getting caught loads of times. And we were saying, we're just not good enough to pass the ball. I think the players are good enough to pass the ball. I just don't think that they were coached or were lined up in a formation or a pattern that was conducive to playing that kind of football. It doesn't matter whether at the moment whether we're good enough to do those kinds of plays and stuff, because Sean likes us to defend the halfway line and to get the ball up the pitch as quickly as possible.
See,
that's not going to change while Sean's in charge of everything. So that's just the way it is.
I think if you don't try to pass the ball, it kind of takes away Njai's strengths. I think Njai wants the ball into his feet, and he's a player that if you can pass the ball and get the ball into him as much as you can on the edge of the box, he can cause havoc. And he would be so much more effective. If you can get the ball into Njai so much, he can go past players, he can find nice little passes to open things up, and he's so dangerous. But if you're playing long balls up to the top, that doesn't suit Njai's game.
Well, the thing is, I've always
now, like you said.
Yeah, well, I've always thought, to be honest, every player has got their own strength. It's no good, and it's always been the case. It made me laugh when we used to have Mopé. Oh God, sorry, that hurt. Then
I think he's playing tonight. Actually.
When we had Mopé trying to do his bit up front, and we were lobbing the ball 50 yards above his head. Now, every player is going to have a strength. And if that strength is to play it into the air so they can win a header or bring the ball down, then that's what you do for them. If it's playing it into their feet, that's what you do for them. So at the moment, we just seem to have this kind of overall way of playing for everyone. And that's to lob it forward, and get it high. Whereas not everyone's strength lies in those kinds of passes. Hopefully, we end up changing that fact and actually playing it into Njai's feet and playing it into McNeil's feet, things like that.
You see us do it in patches. I just think we're a lot more capable than what we do.
Mm.
Right, let's start
Let's.
with. A lot of people do slate Mikolenko. What do you think about that? Because I put Mikolenko as my left wing back, and I know people say he can't cross, and so a lot of people say he's crap.
I
He's
like
useless, Mikolenko.
I like Miko. I think the thing is Miko's coming off the back of us being spoilt by decent fullbacks in the last 10 years, who both had a little bit of longevity as well with Baines and Digne. But Mikolenko isn't a marauding kind of fullback, really. He's come on a little bit in I think in the last sort of 18 months. We've seen him score a couple of goals and get sort of close to having shots and everything else, but he's not that kind of get to the byline, cross it in kind of thing like Digne and Baines used to be. So it's just not his game, it seems, at the moment. But I think he's sturdy enough. I'd certainly have him above Young, for example. Apart from that, I don't think he's got a lot of competition, has he?
No, just confidence. I just it'd be interesting. I do think in the January transfer window, Mikolenko will have some competition. It'd be interesting to see who we get. But at the minute, I think we've got to put Mikolenko in. I do. I would put him in. I don't think he's been amazing. I'd like to see him better.
No,
I think he's got to step it up.
I don't think. I don't think any of them, any bar Njai, I don't think any of them have been amazing consistently. So he'll do a job. Middle diddle.
Yeah, here we go, Paul. Here we go.
What's he going to do? What is he going to do? Is he going to leave our best defender on the bench again, or is he going to play him? And I'm presuming it's out of Branthwaite and Keane, and Tarkowski will definitely play. But I don't know. What do you think?
This is just something that shouldn't even be a debate for me. We had loads of stuff on it on the aftermatch. I told you the back line can push up so much higher. If you've got Branthwaite there, we can pass the ball better. If you've got Branthwaite there, Branthwaite changes the whole. Your roots are your centre backs, and if your centre backs are really capable on the ball, you're gonna. And yes, when we sit deep, Michael Keane and Tarkowski have been defending okay. They haven't done anything that bad. I get it, but for me, we are sitting deep. That's the big problem. When Keane and Tarkowski play together, you have to sit a little bit deeper because you know they haven't got the speed. So, yes, they are still defending well, but I don't want to be defending in my own box all frigging game. I don't want to sit back and say, let's defend, see what you've got, and try and get the odd 1-2 counter-attacks. I want to literally push onto a team and Branthwaite and Tarkowski to be on the halfway line and letting our wingers be wingers and letting our number 10 get in the number 10 area. I want to go at a team. I really do. And Sean Dyche, like I say, it's not no agenda on Michael Keane, by the way, because I do think with his sit deep stuff, he's been doing okay with that, but I just don't want to sit deep. I am bored of us sitting back, allowing teams to attack us and just saying, right, we're going to let you attack us first. Why can't we attack a team first? It's like if you went into battle now with someone and you let them just throw punches at you first, you're going to get battered. You're going to get battered. You have all your face bruised. You let them throw punches at you first. You want to throw a few punches on them because then that knocks them back. It's just how it works. You let someone punch you 5 times in the face, they'll dominate you, and you can win the fight just by throwing the first couple of punches. But for me, they throw a punch at you. You throw a punch back straight away. You've got to look to attack a team when a team looks to attack you. At the start of the game, it's not yours. It's not theirs. I feel that you've got to come out and make it yours straight away. And we've not been doing that. And when this is what disappoints me, Paul, is when Dyche first took over, when we played Arsenal, when we beat them 1-0, this was against a very good Arsenal team, and it stays in my head. And Dyche pressed all over the pitch with us. And that was no different team to what we've got now. And Dyche pressed on Arsenal all over the pitch, all game Arsenal players didn't get a second on the ball the whole of the game. We pressed on all the defenders, passing out from the back. Our back line pushed up. And we beat them 1-0. It was one of the best games I've seen us play in a long time. So I don't get why Dyche has gone from pressing as a group, high up, pressing, compact with a back line on the halfway line, to now saying we'll press you when you're on the edge of our box against Southampton. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't.
No, I agree. I agree completely. And there's a calmness as well about Tarkowski and Pickford and anyone around Branthwaite. To be honest, Keane's not been the worst Keane we've seen in the last few weeks, but Branthwaite just brings us so much more. So I with you. I don't understand why it's not been the case. So, but are we going to put him in? Is he going to play? Let's be positive. We're a positive.
I'm 100% going to put him in, but like I say, all I'm thinking now is show me an hour before kickoff and just see whether Branthwaite's in the squad. And it's a difference between making me really excited and making me think, bloody hell, this is going to be a long game again. That's the difference.
Well, let's say yes. Let's say yes.
Right.
So we say Tarkowski is going to be alongside him then.
Well, some people say Michael Keane's been miles better than Tarkowski, and Tarkowski's been off it, but I won't go too over the top with the way Tarkowski's been, because I think he struggles when he plays with Keane. So yeah, Tarkowski.
Right, I don't think we're going to see anything different, are we, than Ashley Young? If Coleman's not fit and he hates Patterson's guts, is there anyone else? Who else?
I do think Dixon, that sometimes
Dixon's disappeared as well, so I don't know what's happened there. So Ashley Young's almost in by default.
I was just going to say, I do think that sometimes when we lose, some people just bring out just because Ashley Young is the age he is and you shouldn't be having a player that age. Some people will just say, oh, Ashley Young right back, that's the reason we lost. But I don't call it like that. Ashley Young has been really good. He's not been at fault so far, anything. And I'll be the first to call him out if he does have a bad game. But he's actually not picking up yellow cards. He's actually showing a bit of experience. And I don't mind him at the minute. And I'm watching him. I am watching him because I'm ready for him to make mistakes and call him out. But can you say anything bad about Ashley Young at the minute? Because he hasn't, has he? If you're actually honest and you watch him, and some people say he can't even get forward, but most of our goals have come from an Ashley Young ball into the front players.
He's played the best that he's played, bar-ish the Southampton game, the last 3 weeks before that. So I'm not saying he was bad against Southampton. I'm annoyed that Armstrong for their goal came from his blind side. It just came from his right hand side, and then slotted the ball in. A lot of people had to go at Mikolenko for that goal happening, but yeah, he's done better than he has done before. That doesn't mean that he's amazing, to be honest, but he'll do some kind of job. He'll do some kind of job, but again, he's in by default. I think he's in by default. What about the midfield?
Well, it's between Mangala, Decore, or unless you put Decore in the 10. McNeil, they do say he might be injured, by the way. And I think you've got to put that into consideration when you're picking the two, Paul. But because obviously Decore could play in the 10, but I don't know. Go on, Paul. What you got?
It wouldn't surprise if McNeil's sort of 50-50 kind of thing. It wouldn't surprise me for them to leave McNeil on the bench and put Decore in the 10. Just because we're away, Southampton, West Ham have got some decent, strong midfielders, and it'll be what my old friend Little John used to say: be tasty. It'll be a tasty game. So Decore might well be throwing one or two things in. Yeah, I mean, it's all about whether Dwight's fit or not. So I guess we'll only know that properly tomorrow, because Sean doesn't give too much away, to be fair. And I don't mind him not giving too much away. Presuming he's fit, he's in. You know, even if he's 70-80% fit. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, he probably would. I think he'd drop NJ before dropping Keane. Never mind McNeil. So yeah, I'm quite happy for us to keep going with McNeil in that 10 anyway. The two then would be, like Dan said, out of Decore, Mangala, and Garner Gay. I mean, personally, for me, I prefer Mangala and Garner Gay, but let us know what you think, guys. Just type it in and let us know. It seems to be 2 from 3 if Dwight's going to be playing that number 10 role. What do you reckon, Dan? You happy with McNeil?
Yeah, I suppose it. Because it's international break coming, like you say, I think Dyche will risk it. He'll just say players. McNeil didn't look fit last game, and that's what's frustrating. I think no player should be that good that they can play 60% and still be as good as the other players. Do you know what I mean? I don't think a big part of us not being that good attacking has been that McNeil. You can tell he's carrying a knock, and I do believe McNeil is pivotal on us having a good season this season. So to play him, and he does pick up. Dyche in the press conference has said that he won't play Branthwaite because of reoccurring injuries, or he won't play Patterson. He won't give Patterson a chance because of reoccurring injuries, and he don't want to risk it. But yet he's playing McNeil, who's got a knock, and risking McNeil. It feels like if Keane's got a knock, one of his ex-Burnley players, Dyche will be like, I know him back to front. I know Michael Keane back to front. He'll be all right. If McNeil's got a knock, McNeil, he's like my son. If he's got a knock, he'll play. And it seems like they get these extra reassurances. If it's any sort of Burnley player, Dyche feels like he'll. But then if it's a player from the outside, it's different. That's just how I feel with it anyway. But yeah, we'll go McNeil in the 10.
If you're fit and you're the better player in that position, you play. I don't understand why if it's a reoccurring injury, does that mean you're never going to play then? And we don't know the ins and outs of the fitness room and the physios and stuff. But if they're fit and they're playing even under 23s, then surely then they're fit to play in what they would normally be in. So I don't know. I've gone.
Makes sense to me either.
I've thrown.
Doing this though, I would really like to play 2 strikers.
I noticed, yeah. Paws has mentioned it as well. He messaged earlier on today, and we were sort of saying about formations and things like that. And he'd have 2 as well. He'd have 2 up front.
It's just
sort of 2 sitting, 1 10, 2.
Yeah,
2 up.
I would play the back 3. I really would play the back 3.
Depends on your fullbacks, doesn't it? Yeah.
Oh, I just feel like West Ham, when you look at their team, if you could play with 2 strikers, it is a team that it could be effective with. Because I feel West Ham, if you could just bypass the midfield sometimes and get it into the 2 big strikers, I feel the strikers could cause havoc. But Dyche isn't going to do that. So are we going Mangala, did you say, in the centre?
Well, personally, I would throw Mangala in. I think he's better on the ball than Decore is. He puts in as much of a tackle as Decore is. I mean, I've put Garner Gay in there. I just think out of the 3, he's more of a certainty.
What's he saving them for? Champions League. Lulu says I agree. Does med with Brozier as well. He said, I didn't get with Brozier. Like, this is what does my head in about Dyche. Is like, on listening to him in the press conference, they asked a question about Brozier, and he goes, he's got a big schedule of games to go through before he's allowed to play. Dyche says, when we come back from pre-season, he'll put him in the under-21s and see. And I just thought to myself, why don't you get him in the games now? Dyche doesn't seem like he's got any urgency to get Brozier fit to be available. And I just think if you any extra tools that you can have this season to help us, you'd have them available. You want every weapon you've got, don't you? I think that Brozier, Dyche is just slow. I don't know. I don't know. He just does, mate. Eden Dyche does at the minute. He really does. You don't even want him to do your heading, do you? But he just does your heading because you know for a fact Brozier could literally be now playing under 21s in the next couple of days, play another game then after when your muscles heal, and boom, should be ready. If he's in training, he's on the grass, he shouldn't be as far. Dyche is making out that Brozier's still 2 months away. Then why is he at training on the grass? Shouldn't be training on the grass if you're 2 months away. Don't get it. Right, here we go.
Left-hand side, NJ got to be, you'd think.
I love NJ on the 10. What do you think about moving McNeil into back to the left wing?
I think they can rotate. You remember me saying that a lot, really.
Yeah,
I thought
I
we could do the same with McNeil and Harrison. I don't think we did it enough, to be fair.
I would rather Njai be on the edge. When you look at a lot of Njai's goals, he's been in the number 10 position. A lot of his goals have been in the number 10 position, and he's been dangerous when he's running from the centre into the edge of the box at defenders. And I'd love, like, we're giving McNeil that number 10 position, that free roam, but I just think to myself, like, Njai would love that. Like, that, I think Njai would be a lot more dangerous than McNeil in that 10 position.
I think they can both do it. I think they can both do it, and that's why I think they just need to be a bit more fluid, to be fair, when we're actually attacking. That's why sometimes ball on the floor is best, particularly with those two and Harrison as well. Do you know what I mean? So I think they can all three of them can rotate those positions depending on where the play is and where the weaknesses of the opposition are as well. But you're right, we don't get the best out of Harrison or Njai. But,
no, and Emma says, I don't think that Njai was injured last week. He was fuming going off. Wouldn't surprise me.
Possibly. Are we presuming then that it's going to be Harrison and not Lindstrom?
I'd say Harrison looked good when he come on, but then when you give him his chance, he don't do it. It's the way we are at the minute, isn't it? You literally, Harrison looked good when he come on. You'll start him, and he won't be the player that he come on. And it's frustrating.
I agree.
They need to win us over. I know it sounds a bit negative when we're picking this and stuff like that, but you can't get up about something that's not getting you up. That's the thing. And these just really, they haven't been that good, have they, Paul? As a fan at the minute, they need to get us lifted because we've had nothing to get us lifted last game, and they need to come out and do it. And I'm interested to see what Dyche's recipe is. I'm interested to see what players he puts out. And I'm interested to see whether the players he puts out can do it. Otherwise, you just lose faith in him again. So there's a lot to be watched and won over this game, I feel. Striker, who are we putting in? And then we'll get the lineups on the screen.
Well, if I'm using me,
this actually would be a 20-30 minute show if Dyche wasn't such a bell end, right? Because I'm not even joking. Like, our lineup should be him. Picking our lineup should pick for itself. So we should be spending 2 minutes on lineup, just saying, yeah, he's playing well, he's playing well, he's playing well. We should spend at least 2-3 minutes talking about the lineup. But instead, Dyche, you don't know what he's going to do. He's confusing us on our players, and we're spending. I think the fact that we've just spent about 15-20 minutes on our lineup shows the problems that we've got. It's true. It's true.
No, I get it. I think it didn't used to be. You remember? It didn't used to be that.
No, we used to say same every week.
It was same. Every week. It was same. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I don't like. And that's how you know we're not doing it.
I mean, I see arguments for both, right? I'm not saying DCL's been playing great or anything like that. I'm not saying Beto's the most amazing striker in the world. It's going to be about juggling the two because you're not going to get one who's going to play the whole game. It just doesn't seem to be like that at all, does it? So if Beto is the man who is going to run around, barge everyone, make things happen, at the pace that he does it, can he last? How long can he last doing that? Do you think he can keep up that pace for 70 minutes?
I do. I think a lot of Everton fans are saying, "Oh, he's a sub player." I haven't seen nothing from Calvert-Lewin to say like Calvert-Lewin's a starter. Like what Beto does when he comes, if people are calling Beto a sub player, so when Beto comes on, he ruffles up the centre backs, really tries, puts himself about. So for me, at the start of this game, in the first 5 minutes, if Beto starts and he does exactly the same, puts himself about, runs his arse off, and really takes it to West Ham at the start of the game, for me, he's in. I want that. I want us to take it to West Ham from the very start. If he gets burnt out later on, Calvert-Lewin can come on and try and prove a point that he should be starting. I think it's good competition. I think Calvert-Lewin needs dropping because I think when you do drop Calvert-Lewin and ask him the questions, sometimes it wakes him up and he can come up with the answers. And I do feel he needs that little shake, Calvert-Lewin does, because if you keep starting him and he's not doing it, what sort of bar is that setting? Like to say, you cannot score, but we'll select you because you're all we've got. You cannot score, you can miss loads, but we'll select you. That's all we've got. That's a rubbish bar.
Maybe the argument is as well that DCL doesn't. There seems to be a lack of urgency, particularly in the first half of games, doesn't there? You know, he seems to maybe try and do a little bit more second half, maybe that 15 minutes, because he knows that then Beto's going to come on at some point second half. So he puts a bit more about it in that second half before he ends up getting taken off. If he didn't start the game and Beto ran his balls off for an hour, does that mean then that when DCL came on, it's the last half hour, 20 minutes of the game, that he actually puts more of a shift in and tries to make more of an impact 100%. Rather than starting and easing into the game, which then takes 20 minutes out of his overall performance potentially.
100%. And imagine going. We all know Beto wants to do better. We know Beto doesn't feel like he's doing good enough yet, and he feels like he's missed opportunities, and he feels like he could do a lot better for us. Imagine Beto if you go up to Beto now and said, "This is your chance." Beto would so want to do it for us fans, you know, and he'd really, really want to prove that he can do it for us. And I want to see that. I want to see Beto try and show me that he can do it. If he can't, then fair enough. Bring Calvert-Lewin on. See what he can do. But just give him a chance.
I get what Emma's saying about strengths and that we don't play so much to DCLs. What are DCL's strengths compared to Beto's? I presume we're talking playing it over the top, because that seems to be a bit more of a strength for Beto, doesn't it? When he's running alongside a defender to then chase after the ball, because that doesn't seem to be one of DCL's strengths. But what is DCL's strength? Is it holding the ball up? Because we're not always doing that well at doing that either.
I can find it like a joke that I did read a bit on this, and some Dyche in the press conference said that when Beto come on, we went more direct and start putting long balls in, and that worked, and we played to Beto. And I was thinking, Beto's not bigger than Calvert-Lewin. They're both the same height. Calvert-Lewin's a big, muscly build. He's good at jumping in the air. If you was to ask me what Calvert-Lewin's best strengths are, it'd probably be headering. So why the heck would you whip balls into Beto and not whip balls into Calvert-Lewin? It doesn't make sense to me. Like Calvert-Lewin, anything Beto can do strength-wise, Calvert-Lewin should be able to do. And if he can't, he needs to get on the weights, because Calvert-Lewin's a big lad, and we've seen him when he's taken his top off. He's ripped. If he can put himself about on centre backs, Calvert-Lewin, Calvert-Lewin's in good shape. I've seen little strikers put themselves about. Calvert-Lewin, if he's not putting himself about, it's not through him not being big enough. It's through his heart and dedication to want to. That's the thing. Beto will run through brick walls for us, and Beto will get hurt for us. Calvert-Lewin isn't doing that. Calvert-Lewin didn't have that same attitude. It would make a difference.
But in this, who are we going to choose? Who's going to play tomorrow?
Beto. 110%.
Beto, 110%.
Yeah, 110%. I don't think Beto's going to play, but I'm putting him in.
I'll let you put Beto in then.
Maybe Calvert-Lewin's injured though, because we didn't see him in the training. So,
don't put too much weight in that, really, to be honest with you. So that's what we reckon.
The only reason, and we are moving on to the lineups in the comments now, and we'll finish with score predictions on the hour. But the only reason I say that is why should Calvert-Lewin keep getting a chance when he's not finishing, Paul? That's
No, I
my
know.
only thing.
I know.
Like, why have we got such this? Why have we got such loyalty to Calvert-Lewin where we can keep letting him get away with not being good enough? I don't get it. We automatically think, oh, we should put Calvert-Lewin in because he's the bigger name, but he's not doing it. It's just because he is Calvert-Lewin, not because of what he's doing. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
I actually like Bob just giving you a congrats on the baby girl. Not long.
7 weeks, Bob. 7 weeks, mate. Just got a sterilizer from the delivery man today. Sterilizer. Moses' basket has just been delivered as well.
Have you got Have you ordered the baby Everton kit yet?
Not yet. They're shit at the minute, so I'll wait until they get good. Everton don't deserve Eilers. Everton don't deserve my new daughter yet, I tell you.
Did they do baby retro kits? That'd be
they do baby retro ones. She will have Everton stuff, but
that'd be good. That'd be good, to be fair.
I will get some Everton videos.
Right. Let's see some lineups then. So
go on then. Let's get them off.
Chris is in. He's gone Pickford. He's gone Patterson. He's gone there. So hang on a second. I know why.
£95 actually. Yeah. They've gone up in price. 95 bloody quid. Go on.
Get on the happy hour and a half from Tuesday.
Don't take me back to that. Don't take me back to that. Right, come on. Let's get on with this now. Come on, let's crack on.
I was cracking. Anyway, where are we? Sorry, Chris. He's gone 5 or 3 and a 5 or 5-3-2. There we go. Pickford, Patterson on the right hand side, Tarks, Jared, and Keane is your 3. Young on the left. Garnegay, Dukes, and Mangala as a 3. Skillyman in behind Beto. Interesting. Here we go. Getting there. Bob. Branthwaite, Keane, Patterson, Mikalenka. So he's dropped Tarks. So interesting.
Not happy with Tarks, but it makes some aim.
Well, it's arguably could be. Garnegay, Mangala as your 2, and Jai as your 10. Lynch. Oh, interesting. How are we going to do that then? Lindstrom, I presume, right hand side. I don't know how that would go. 4-4-2 it would be, actually. So they'd work out that in one way or another. And then Beto and DCL up front. So 4-4-2 from Bob. Let's keep going. I've got more. Lots. It's nice that we've got so much comments. I've just got to scroll my way to it. Dave Ozon, Pickford, Mikalenko, Branthwaite, Tarky, Young. That's what we said. Mangala and Gay. That's what we said. And Jai, Decore, McNeil, and then DCL up front. So we've got the same defense and defensive midfield, and then Davo's gone for a different 4. Someone else did too. Here's pauses. So Patterson's in. Pickford, Patterson, Tarks, Branths, Young on the left. We've got Garner-Gay. Oh, Garner-Gay is a 1. Oh, he's gone right. I was just going to say,
Paul's has said here, look, this is what I was looking for on my phone. Paul's has said here, when I give my team selection and you're confused, it's a 4-1-2-1-2. That's what he said.
1-2. It is. 4-1-2-1-2. I told him that's a classic FIFA kind of formation. That is. So Young Garner would be your pivot. He would be your central defender. Lindstrom and Harrison as sort of a wide-ish 2 either side of Garner. Then and Jai would be 10, and then DCL and then DCL and Beto up front. So arguably narrow, but if you're defending, they can just sort of tuck in. So I understand why he's doing it. It's not the worst idea in the world. But again,
wants both strikers. I get both strikers. I really do. I think we can play with 2 strikers sometimes. It'd be interesting. They haven't clicked before, but it'd be interesting to do it.
I've got to do it. Why not do it sometime? Do you know what I mean?
Just want to see you have a go. Have a go.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all of our lineups. If I missed your lineup because I couldn't see, then just post it again. I'll show it in a moment or two. However, apart from that, we're on to score prediction.
Right, let's do this. Score predictions. Let's do this. What are you thinking then, Paul? It's not easy, is it?
No, because it's
all these games. Why did they get you like
so inconsistent?
Yeah, you know, I know.
Them us, and there's no kind of set pattern as in we're winning at home, they're winning at home. It's been an absolute mishmash, to be fair.
I do think, for me personally, and I'm sure a lot of you feel the same in the comments, and I'll always be the way I feel. I won't put on a different personality just to be the host and stuff like that, or to be on the show. But for me personally, that Southampton game, and you know I'm positive, damn, that Southampton game knocked a lot of wind out of my sails, you know. Like I was starting, we've not unbeaten in 4, unbeaten in 4, and then I really was at the stage where I wanted Everton to crack on, and then to lose against Southampton. And no disrespect to Southampton, by the way, because they did deserve what they got. But how poor we was, I can't give it large until they give me something to give it large about. And how poor we was last game. These players need to come out rearing. You know what I mean? Dogs of war. Don't even know if they've got dogs of war in them, you know what I mean? But they need to come out and prove something this game, Paul. They really do. And it's one of them. I can't say much about it yet, but I'm ready to watch it, and I'm ready for them to pull me back in. I'm hoping. What score prediction are you going for?
We haven't had a draw there for ages.
We're going against your stats, man. Listen to your stats.
I know, you know what?
All in for you. Listen to your stats.
You know what though? No, because what was it? It was something. It was a game that we had in the last month or two, and it hadn't happened for ages. it was the Fulham game because there hadn't been a score draw. There hadn't been a score draw in that head-to-head fixture at our place since 1960s or whatever it was. And that became a draw. So we've been winning, losing, winning, losing, winning, losing. So this will be a draw as well. And I think I'll go 2-2.
2-2?
Yeah, I think so.
So you told me all about this win, lose, win, lose, win, lose, and we're going to win on the next one. And you're only going to go for a draw anyway. You're going to listen to your stats. Oh, mate. All that for nothing.
I will go. I'll go 2-2. I think.
Goal scorers now. You've got 4 goal scorers now. Well done.
Well, I'm going to say Beto for a start off. He'll score 1, and Jared will get 1 as well. Branthwaite off corner, wallop. Yeah, in either order.
Oh, Branthwaite starts. When you just said Branthwaite, and I just thought Keane's probably going to start. Oh my days!
No, come on, keep the faith. So it's definitely going to be Branthwaite, and it's going to be Beto. Branthwaite and Beto.
Just see that pause. My score prediction is
for them it'll be Bowen twice. Who knows?
Bowen twice, naughty. Right, I hope it's not.
If he's playing.
I'm going to go for. I don't know why, this is just a hope in me, and I'm not even feeling that, but I'm going to go for 3-1 Everton. I am going to go for 3-1 Everton. I've got that game where James Rodriguez played and we beat him 3-1 in the cup. Got that in my head. You know what I mean? So 3-1. I'm going to go for Branthwaite. You best play, not play. Play Branthwaite. Where everybody says Michael Keane can score, Branthwaite can score, by the way. And if you play O'Brien as a centre back, O'Brien can score as well, by the way. So
that poor lad.
It's not like 3-1. Branthwaite. Enjoy. And this player does my bloody head in. I'm going to go for... No, Branthwaite, Beto, and Harrison as a different one. Because Harrison's been shocking for me. he should be scoring. He should be a lot better than what he is, Harrison. It should be. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to, yeah. So it'd be nice to get Beto and Harrison on the score sheet because I feel they're two players that massively need to step up.
Yeah.
So
No,
3-1. The goal scorer for them, I'm going to go for your Bowen, Paul. I mean, he's just a shitbag.
Yeah.
Bowen.
I know. There was someone earlier on who said possibly injured. I mean, that'd be great, to be fair, but not counting any chickens, really. Uganda was on. He said his lineup. He threw Coleman in if he's fit. Tarks, Branthwaite, Mikalenko, Garner, Mangala, like we said. Harrison, Njai, Lindstrom. So McNeil not playing, then DCL up front. Just want everyone to put a shift in and us get a decent result out of it. Do you know what I mean? Bob says Tarks is a walking red card at the moment. He is. I mean, seeing a few of his tackles.
Why does he keep doing that? It does me head. People, I was watching the game and I put on X. I was like, straight away I was watching the game and I got my phone in my hand while I'm watching it, and I was like, I feel like I'm telling the players whilst I'm there, and I put it on X straight away. I put, why is Tarkowski getting these stupid, pointless yellows at the start of every game, like nowhere near the ball? And I get leave your mark on someone, but leave your mark on someone trying to win the ball. Tarkowski's been nowhere near the ball. Like, go in for a tackle, win the ball, and then leave your mark on a player. But Tarkowski's yellows has been stupid. And I put on X, I put, Tarkowski, stupid yellow that is. And someone put, shut the F up and all that. Just because I said that, I was like, all right then, mate. God. Chill out, mate. You know what I mean? I just don't want him to be on a yellow in the first 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Typical Cole. I couldn't believe it. He was straight on me.
Dear me. Right, here we go then.
Love it.
Emma, she's gone score draw as well. She's gone 1-1. Not very confident at the moment, but we never are. You know what? West Ham won't be that confident either. Because they're as bad as us for
long. No, manager could get sacked. The pressure's on them. That's why I said to you, Paul, put it on him. Put it on him.
We have 5 unbeaten.
No, he won't. No, he won't. Our manager won't get sacked no matter what he does. You know what I mean? He could do anything. Plays Michael Keane every week. Go on.
Bob's optimistic. I think with this 4-4-2 that he's got been going on, we'll win 2-0. DCL and Beto if he plays Bob's formation. I'm sorry, Bob. I don't think that's going to happen, but I hope so. If they don't play it, he's going to say 2-1 to West Ham. So, I know you're optimistic. You're also realistic, like me as well. I bring back down to earth a little bit. So yeah. Eugene is always optimistic. We cannot do score predictions without Eugene. Back to the 4-1. Beto hat-trick. And McNeil for that 4-1. Doesn't matter who got theirs, but we're going to win 4-1. Chris reckons we lose 3-1 because he's not too keen on the lineup that we will probably get. I hope you're wrong, Chris. I'm sure you hope you're wrong as well.
Oh, don't be losing, man. I need some positivity in me. I can't be happy unless they make me happy. Come on.
I mean,
be better.
Pause when, he actually said he's not going to go 6-2 because it's died off a little bit. So his new score prediction for tomorrow is 3-2 and Njai wins it. Njai in 90 plus minutes to win it.
When Paul's get serious, that's that scoreline. Paul's 6-2. When he starts dropping 3-2s, it could happen, Paul.
Could happen.
I could see it.
Uganda's gone 1-0 for us. DCL header. Take
Uganda.
God, take it.
Just seen Everton Soccer Academy Uganda. He's got all the kids playing now in the tournaments and stuff like that. So good luck with that, mate. I've seen what you're doing on X, mate. Cracking work. I think you've got football tournaments coming up on the kids. If you could get some players ready for Everton, we'd appreciate it. Go on.
I hope so. Could do with them. Lulu went 3-1. Although Bob's questioning whether she's still got her sanity, to be fair. But yeah, think positive, Bob. Oh, Bob, be positive. You never know. You never know.
This is what you got to do, though. Like, I've known Lulu in the comments be like proper paid off and not have this positivity that she's got now. So When someone's down, there'll be someone positive, and then when someone's down, there's always going to be someone that's on it high and someone that's on it low. We all just change, don't we, Paul?
We do.
Paul, are you positive? Are you positive this one? No, you got 2-2. No, you got 2-2.
If we were losing 2-0 and then we came back and got a 2-2 draw, would that be positive?
No, well, yeah, it would be good, but I suppose. I hope we're not losing 2-0.
Good to hear from Everton. Hope you're all right, mate.
I love
2-1. Mate. Oh, mate, Pickford. Get in. It'll happen. It'll happen one day. Tim Howard did it. So Pickford
Keno goal as well. I was trying to work out Keno goal. I was thinking 3 goal scorers. I think it'd be 2-1, but yeah.
Keno goal. Either on goal or 0 grams. Gary said 1-2. I'm just scrolling to see. Oh, I see. He's gone 0-0 bow draw.
Yeah. I suppose clean sheet would be a positive, wouldn't it?
Hey, always. Paul says, will Toffee Bluecast appear on Blue Sky soon? I don't know what Blue Sky is.
You never know. We're up for anything, to be fair. Like I said at the start, if you can hit that like and subscribe. I do want to say I just put it along the bottom there, 2,685 subscribers. So our target was 2,000 subscribers this season. And me and Paul are like, right, let's hit 3,000. And if you do keep getting behind us, we can hit 3,000. We need your support. We do need your support. We need you to back the channel. And like I say, on the shorts, the comments have been fantastic. We will get behind you. We love your content. And hearing that stuff just makes us so happy as a channel, because you don't realise how odd it is. Sometimes you feel like you're up against a brick wall sometimes, but when you do start getting people listening, people in the comments, and people saying you're doing well, and people saying that they enjoy the channel, it makes everything feel worth it. Because me and Paul do put a lot of time into this, and we do put our own money into it as well, and we don't get anything back at the minute to even pay for the channel. So we're just monetized now. We are monetized now, and hopefully the channel can pay for itself in the future. Let's just say that, but it's not that cheap now.
I do love what Lulu says. She wouldn't be surprised if West Ham scored. Dyche unzips his trackie to reveal a "Sack Me" t-shirt. That'd be awesome, to be fair. DCL might score, but it'd be offside. Paul says Blue Sky is the new X, apparently. Well, we'll see. Who knows what's going to happen in the world now with some big things. An international quiz night. Yeah, that'd be good, actually.
We'll get the happy hour.
We should try a pre-match show when the team's
on the go as well.
We could possibly do that as well. I do want to just.
I was just going to say we'll do a quiz for fun, and I have got someone that I promised to. He's going to do some new stadium stuff. He's really good. Some really good footage of the new stadium. There's a lot of stuff we are working on behind the scenes to try and give you everything that you probably want to watch on this show. Go on, Paul.
No, it was just one thing that I wanted to show before we went. Someone was asking. Eugene was asking, what was your best Everton goals against West Ham back in the day? My favourite Everton goal is the Wayne Rooney goal. And then he also mentions Leighton Baines' goal for Everton against West Ham away, the 2 free kicks. Well, if you've been eagle-eyed, you'll notice that my background is actually that game where Baines scores twice.
I like it.
Cracking day that was.
Tim Cahill played with Ronaldinho the other day, and he scored a header again.
Yeah. Cracking header.
It made me miss him, you know.
I know. Never mind.
I do miss Cahill.
He still.
When the commentator says Tim Cahill, and then it's a header, and you see him do that rise like a salmon thing. Oh man, I do love Tim Cahill.
His lad was playing as well, wasn't he? Was his lad playing? I think his son was playing in it as well. Imagine 2 Cahills in the team.
See that?
I know. That's like your dream.
Coincidence. That's just coincidence, that is, that I've got Tim Cahill behind me right now on the show. We have live Tim Cahill on the show. Look at him. He's punching a corner flag. and he's got his white top on. That I love that white top and the black top in that. Tim Cahill. Oh, you'll never get a Tim Cahill again. You'll never, ever get a player like that again. You know what I mean? You just will never feel the love you feel for Tim Cahill. Just saying his name, didn't you?
How good are the people that we've got here? You know, Emma's saying, why don't you try memberships, lads? I don't know what you would have for your membership. You'd have to follow Dan into the forest so you can watch his watch his dances for the shorts. That'd be awesome.
What we would eventually do, because we have started getting a few prizes and stuff like that, if we'll just do prize memberships. You know what I mean? So we'll do something for the memberships.
Thanks, Lulu. Thanks, Lulu. Yeah, graphics are quizzes and stuff. Oh, especially as Dan's going to have his hands full soon. I mean, yeah, Dan
I think she knows. I think she knows how bad I was last time. More like. I mean, last time I was like a kid at school on a test that I hadn't revised. I was bad last time, but I will be better than that. But yeah, we'll work with you all. To be fair, we want to get us all involved together. The Toffee Bluecast is just literally just thinking. We're finishing now, but to explain what Toffee Bluecast we want to be, an Everton bar or thingy that we all just get together before and after the games. That's all we are. We just want to get together before and after the games. Have a little Everton chat before the game. Have a little Everton chat after the game. And it just brings us all together so we can all just talk about Everton. Because people around you, where you live and all that might not support Everton. So it's good to bring us together. But thanks for that. Comments are amazing. We are getting some good comments, Paul.
Yeah. We all, you know what? Before we came on as well, me and Dan were saying, we'll make them shorter. We'll do half hour, 40 minutes. The reason that we end up going over is just because we enjoy ourselves and we just, we're just talking with you guys and everything else. So it's good. I know, like we should, for views, blah blah blah, should be this, that, and the other. But
short content quality.
We enjoy it. It's Friday night, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your Chinese and your Indian.
Today, actually. I actually had a Chinese.
And you're looking forward to tomorrow as well.
I actually did have a Chinese. You got that video then, Paul? Let's send it with emotional.
I tell you what, then, while I'm looking at that, go to Godzilla fan and put his up.
What's that?
Go to the comments. Look at Godzilla fan.
I was trying to get my music. Sorry, where is it?
Are you doing that?
But Daddy hates. What's that?
No, go to the top one. So he says, "When I was one," you know the words. When I was one.
Yeah, that's the one. You know the song. I said to we've done that twice, and I said to Eliana, because Eliana loves the song and I like it as well. To be fair, I don't know who likes the shorts more, me or Eliana, but we're going to get a good outfit for the next one. We have got there's a new short, and Eliana, she's joined dance class, and I hate to admit,
brilliant.
She's better than me. She's joined dance class the other day, and that's why we're on the shorts quite a bit now, because she enjoys it. And there's a new one that's like, we're going to do it on a short, and it's quite trending, and it's like clap, clap, tap, tap, hands, punch, and we've got it, and it looks good, but we've got to get it synchronized, because we did a dance video the other day, and everyone was saying, "Oh, I love this," and she's got me on the shorts, and I'm enjoying it. To be fair, that's what you've all got to do. Don't bother about what people say or anything like that, because the only people that matter are the people that actually do matter to you. That's one thing I will say, is the people that actually do matter to you. So never be afraid about what people say or do or about you. Just go out, have fun, and just enjoy yourself as much as you can. And that's what I do with my daughter. You'll always get haters out there. I mean, I put shorts up with my daughter, and you'll get like comments saying, "Oh, dad and daughter, oh, that's so cute, so cute, so cute." And then all of a sudden you'll see about 20 comments saying, "Oh, I love this, it's made my day." And then you'll get a comment saying, "What an idiot." But then you think to yourself, "What? I'm an idiot because I'm being a good dad to my daughter and actually having a laugh with her and trying to put good vibes out to the world, that we all probably should do that." Don't see why I'm an idiot because of that. Well, my partner said, Chloe goes to me, when she reads X sometimes, when I show her X, she goes, "I can't believe how bitchy men are." She goes, I thought it was just women. I goes, no, trust me. If you've seen X just lately, they're a lot bloody worse.
The thing is, though, Dan, you're our idiot, so that's fine. It doesn't matter.
That's the best way to be. Just have a laugh.
Hey, and Gary's gonna pick up his prize next week as well.
Well, we want to see it, Gary. We want to see it.
Turnstile.
We want proof. We want proof, Gary, that the Toffee Blue Cast delivers. We want proof that you've got that prize, and we want a big smile on your face. Because I tell you something, when I let him know that he'd won, he was like, "I can't believe it! I never win anything." And when you would have seen his message, the prize couldn't have gone. And I love you all as well that didn't win it, by the way. But the prize couldn't have gone to a better person, and it made me really happy that he won with his response on his message. So watch Gary's smile when you see him with his prize. He's going to pick it up soon. Right, everybody, we are going to finish the show. We could stay with you all night. Of course we could. We just enjoy talking to you. But we are going to drop the banner now. And we will do shorter shows. So just see this as a bonus show where you've got extra time with us. And we've just enjoyed it with you. Have you got that unicorn?
Oh, God, I was looking for the unicorn, wasn't I?
You got it.
Sorry.
You got it, mate. I showed it earlier on the way back. She was actually gutted, you know. She was gutted. She goes, why did you keep it? I gotta say, hang on. Music off it.
Where am I? Hang on.
We're ending it with what's happened today. Everton needs to be good about the magic unicorn now.
Right, hang on.
A heart's beat.
Just hang on a sec. Right, hang on. What's that? I know you were trying to save it then. Don't worry. I've muted it now. What have I got?
Should I put music behind it as well, though?
If you do, you want to put some sad music? Have you got any sad music?
Yeah, it's put this one.
We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Yeah, the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed.
Hi, unicorn, you did.
I said to her, he did as good, man. I said to her earlier on, actually, I'm going to take it a blanket. It'll be cold at night. You know what I mean? It'll be all those people that didn't like the unicorn. Yeah, take it back now. You know what I mean? And skip. You'll take it a blanket tonight. It's cold night. I'll have that back out tomorrow, I tell you. Video, that is. All the toughies, everyone. Have a boss night, and we will be back with match. Let us be happy. Everton, give us a good game. Just give us a good game. Let us be happy, please. Come on. Sort it out.
Yeah,
Can't be asked to even argue about Dyche. Let's just win. Then we don't moan about anything. We'll just be happy. Have a boss one, everyone. All the toughies.
Take care, everyone.